So today we are talking about a man who had zero cost energy, zero morals, and zero responsibilities, and somehow managed to destroy the entire JJK world by accident. Like this was an accidental something. Because when you really break it down, Toji Fushiguro is the reason Jujutsu Kaisen went downhill. This man is the problem. He is that child, the problem child for real. Now, Toji Fushiguro was born into the Zenin clan, saw cost energy and was like, yeah, bro, I'm not part of that stuff. Do not involve me. That is not my circle. This guy had zero cost energy. But because of heavenly restriction, to me, that thing is not a downfall. That thing is an upgrade, bro, because this guy got maximum physical stats. A walking balance patch exploit, bro. Like at this point, they needed to patch Toji, bro. Like any single person that says he's heavily restricted, bro, that thing is not a restriction. This man now wasn't really a villain. He wasn't really a hero. He was just broke and dangerous, bro. And fear a man that has nothing to lose, bro. This man was so broke that he would literally do anything for money, and he was a gambler, an addicted gambler. So you already know that this is a match made in hell. Like, you know, this is problem. And it took only one job to change everything in JJK, bro. Like, that is insane. Now, the Star Plasma vessel Rico Amanai was meant to merge with Tengen. We all know this. Basically to keep the Jujutsu society stable. Like, here, merging with Tengen would make everything to just continue working. The barrier will be stable and everybody will be going about doing their normal job, right? Now, Gojo and Geto were assigned to protect this girl. Easy mission. Two insanely powerful young men to protect this girl and bring her back to the place. You know, what could go wrong? Like, everything was supposed to go out flawlessly, bro. But there was one man. There was one person that will break this rule. And that man's name is John Cena. I'm sorry. I mean Toji Fushiguro. That man's name was Toji Fushiguro. Now, this man proved that he was beyond, above, and well above average, bro. Because this man literally waited for Gojo to be tired so he could bypass Infinity and then ended up killing the Star Plasma vessel in broad daylight. Zero hesitation, no curse energy, just pure raw violence, bro. Like, the way he planned it out, at that point I couldn't even be angry, bro. Like, you had to give him his applause because that thing was insane. In that particular moment right there, this man destroyed the future of Jujutsu society. Like, he broke it in half. And now, you would think that somebody that came from the Zenin clan would have a little bit of understanding as to why the Star Plasma vessel is important. But this man didn't care. He said to hell with it and just went to pursue the bag. All he wanted was the bag. Now, people keep talking about Geto's betrayal, like as if it came out of nowhere. But you have to understand that it was Toji's fault that this thing came about, because Geto watched a child die right in front of him. And this was when he was still convincing this girl to, like, hey, you don't have to do this necessarily. You can actually have a good life, enjoy yourself, then you can come back and, you know, do what you want to do. But then he watched a girl die because she was put on a hit list by people that were non-sorcerers that just wanted to see Tengen involved for no particular reason. Like, it was so dumb, bro. It was so dumb. And that whole thing just broke Geto. Like, Geto snapped in half, my boy. Like, he ended up betraying Jujutsu Society, became one of the biggest antagonists in the series, because this guy was like, say no to monkey, prepare for the monkey extermination plan. If you do not use curse technique, you are entering the gas chambers and you're not coming out alive. We are getting rid of all of you by ourselves, bro. Like, that thing was crazy, bro. Which then means that if Geto never died, never switched to the dark side, Kenjaku would have never gotten his perfect vessel. And if Kenjaku never got to Geto's body, there would have been no cause manipulation, there would have been no Shibuya incident, there would have been no prison setup. Like, a lot of things that happened wouldn't have happened. And all of this points a finger back to the main man himself, Toji Fushiguro, bro. Like, you can understand that this man is the reason everything just fell apart, bro. Now we are going to talk about Gojo, bro, because this one is even more insane, bro. Like, after fighting with Toji, Gojo learned something, because he learned that costumes in the wrong hand can bypass anything. Because if you remember in the episodes leading to that particular fight, there was this particular weapon that Toji was said to have, the inverted spear of heaven. Now, this weapon in particular has the ability to bypass any curse technique. Like, he can nullify any curse technique, no matter what it is. And this was the weapon Toji used to bypass Gojo's infinity to stab that boy like multiple times. Like, he really put holes in that boy's chest for real. Now, this this thing was just there as the most OP. To me, that is the most OP weapon in all of JJK, bro, because that was so insane. So Gojo decided to make a decision. He decided to seal the cursed weapons away, locks them up, restricts access, seals it, and he didn't even seal it in the country, he sealed it overseas, where nobody will be able to lay their hands on it, bro, because if another Toji showed up, bro, it's over, bro. It would have not ended nicely at all. But you see, this is where the craziness actually begins, because as you all know, it didn't end well. It did not end well, because the same weapon that Gojo ended up sealing could have helped him be free from the prison realm. Tengen explained to the gang when they went to meet him for help to free Gojo, saying that the two weapons that could have freed Gojo was the black whip that Miguel was using and the inverted spell of heaven. The inverted spell of heaven would have been the best thing, because it could easily nullify any curse technique. No matter how powerful, it could easily nullify it. Meaning that if the weapon was around, the prison realm would not even have been an issue for them. They could have easily broken it up and like poof, it would have been the end of this whole matter, and it would have been over, bro. So yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about it, because Toji traumatized Gojo. Gojo ended up sealing the weapons, and Gojo ended up getting sealed himself. Like, there is a pattern to these things. In anything that was major, bro, there is a finger there. There's a finger in the pie, and his name is Toji Fushiguro, bro. Because this is not just irony, bro. At this point, it's basically karma, bro. Like, it's basically karma at this point, because it's insane. And mind you, Toji ended up giving birth to the son that will later do damage to Gojo, bro. Like, it's crazy. How does this man move? How does this man move for real? Let's break it down again. Toji killed the Star Plasma Vessel, broke Geto mentally, led to Kenjaku stealing Geto's body, forced Gojo to seal the cursed weapons, and indirectly helped Gojo to seal himself, because all he wanted was money. That was all he needed. My guy was broke and wanted to gamble. That was all he wanted to do. Just be a gambler. That was it. There was nothing special here. Nothing. This man ruined the world and still didn't raise his son. He left his son in the hands of his half-sister, bro. Like, it's not as if he was staying with the boy. So it's not like as if he was raising money to take care of the child or take him to one of the best schools. Oh. Only my God knows what that guy was going to do with that money, bro, because it's insane. Toji might be one of the best in JJK, but he is a bomb. A generational bomb. A bomb that has his fingers everywhere, bro. Because it took only him to make one decision and the society never recovered, bro. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, sometimes the most dangerous people, the most dangerous characters is the one that just doesn't care. The one that doesn't care if the world burns, bro. Those are the most dangerous people.